So very good morning. So we're going to start our gentle yoga today. It won't all be gentle, but we'll see how this goes. We're going to start with a warm-up. So let's just get moving straight away. Let's put some music on. Gentle music, but I just want to start off just standing still, and we're just going to rotate one arm round. Nice big circles. We'll do these warm-up exercises straight away, and then we'll do some breathing and calm things down. So big circles, nice and slowly. We're just loosening up that shoulder, and I just want to just keep going round in a circle. Let's just change it to a figure of 8. Same arm, looping round. Breathing. Start thinking about your breathing, slow breathing in and out through your nose as you form that figure of 8 with that arm. Let's go over to the other side now, and we'll do a circle first. And a figure of 8, looping round. Fantastic. Give me a few little shoulder rolls. Just roll your shoulders round. Trying to bring them up as high as you can towards your ears. Roll your shoulders forwards and then down. And then we'll roll the shoulders back the other way. Fantastic. Let's have a little twizzle side to side. Let your arms just hang loose. Turning your body, rotating left and right. Turning your head. Just take a little look over your shoulder as you twist round. Fantastic. I just want to take some side bends now, so feet nice and wide. Lean down to one side, lean down to the other side, gently side to side. Fantastic, and back up to the middle. Have a little shake out. Very good. Now, let's just take a few moments just to completely relax and do a few breathing exercises. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Wrong remote control. Let's take that up. So, relax your body. Let your arms just hang down loosely to the side. Plant your feet firmly on the floor. Bend the knees slightly. And we'll just take a deep breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now I want you to close your eyes. Just focus in on the sound of your breath as you inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. As you inhale, let's turn your head upwards towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, look down towards the floor. You can keep your eyes closed if you wish, or you can look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. A couple more times. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Now, as you look up and inhale, I want you to roll your shoulders back, open up your chest as you look up, and then roll your shoulders forwards and look down, opening out your back. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, roll the shoulders forwards and look down. Exactly the same again, twice more. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Fantastic. So open your eyes if you've got them closed. And we're just going to do a few arm movements as well. Same breathing exercises. But I just want to do some movements with the arms. So on the inhale, we're going to bring the arms up. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down nice and slowly. Very good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now we're going to slightly change this. I want to inhale up. We're going to bring the arms down in front and I want you to fold your body forward slowly, bending your spine, taking your hands down towards your legs, roll your body forwards and just let yourself hang. So your legs should be straight. We're just going to hang there. If you can get your hands onto the floor, that's brilliant. If you can't, don't worry. We're just going to take a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale. On the exhale, just imagine your body is relaxing and your fingers are creeping a bit closer to the floor if you're not there already. So inhale. Exhale, let your body sink down. Inhale. Sink down again as you exhale. One more time. Inhale. And sink down. We're going to take one deep breath in and bring the arms up. Slowly stand up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Excellent. Have a little shake out. So we're just going to progress that into our sequence now. So same sort of thing, but we're going to add in a little chair pose and we're going to be adding in a twist as well. So feet about hip width apart. Okay, just under your hips, your feet should be planted on the floor. We'll start with the legs straight and we'll bring an inhale and arms up again. Fantastic. I want to do a little knee bend into our chair pose. And we're just going to hold that for a few seconds if you can. Doesn't matter how much your knees are bent. If it's just a tiny bit, that's okay. Okay, so again, we're going to inhale and stand up. And now we're going into forward fold. So exhale, forward fold. Now, what I want you to do is a couple of breaths, just allowing your body to relax each time to get your hands as close to the floor as you can. So inhale, exhale, release, just like we did earlier. Inhale, exhale, release. Now, if your hands are on the floor, all we're going to do, if your hands are on the floor, which mine aren't, is we're just going to lift the heels one at a time. Okay, with straight legs. If your hands aren't on the floor, which is me and one or two of you probably, I want you to take your hands, grip your ankles with your knees bent. Okay, so we can come right down. I don't know if you can see me. We can come right down with the knees slightly bent and gripping your ankles. Now in that position, we're going to alternate, just trying to straighten out one leg at a time, just going from side to side. So imagine you're pushing one knee back and then the other knee back. So you'll feel a stretch in the back of your hamstring, the top of your leg at the back there, and we'll just go forwards and back, gripping your ankles, bending the knees, and imagine you're trying to straighten out those legs. Now just a couple more seconds and then release, and we're going to take a deep breath in and stand up And exhale, come down. So those are your options. Are any of you, just so I know, getting your hands onto the floor with your legs straight? Any of you getting your legs, yes, yeah, okay. So if you're, I can't really demonstrate because my body doesn't work like that, but if you can get your hands on the floor, again, we're just gonna bend one knee, bend the other knee, side to side with your hands on the floor. Otherwise, onto your ankles, and we'll do the same thing, yeah? So it's up to you how low you go. So let's just do that a couple more times, and this will give you a nice stretch in the back of your leg, yeah? So we'll go through the sequence. We'll breathe in, bring the arms up. Breathe out into our chair, so just a little bend of the knees. We'll just get a little bit of a tension on the muscle, and then the walking exercise will release the tension, yeah? So breathe in, stand up. Breathe out into our forward fold. Now either hands on the floor or gripping your ankles, and I just want to move your hips backwards and forwards, straightening one leg and then straightening the other leg. If you're finding you're getting a stretch in your hands on your ankles and you want to try and get your hands onto the floor, you might find that by now you can do that and just straighten out one leg at a time. If your fingers are on the floor and you want to get your hands right down onto the floor, see how low you can go. And just one leg at a time, straighten out. Stretching out the back of the legs. Okay, let's come up. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, arms down. We're going to do that one more time, then we're going to change it slightly. So you should be getting a really good stretch here. Let's go through that sequence one more time. So breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, knee bend. Hold for a few breaths. Let's just hold this position. Nice strong position, knees bent, arms up. A couple of deep breaths. With me, inhale, stand up. Exhale into our forward fold, hands down, either onto the floor or onto your ankles. And we're just going to walk those knees backwards and forwards, one side, then the other side, stretching out. And the more you get that stretch, the more you want to take your hands a bit lower down, onto the floor, onto the palms of your hands if you can. And we'll just walk backwards and forwards. Keep your heels down, we're just moving the knees, straightening out one leg, then straightening out the other leg. That feels quite good actually. Fantastic, let's come up. Slowly, slowly breathe in, bring your body up. And breathe out. Arms down. Now we're just going to do one more, but this time instead of doing alternate knees backwards and forwards, we're going to try both knees together. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your hands, if you can, onto the floor. If you can't, onto your ankles, and then we're just going to push both knees back together and try and get those legs to straighten out. Some of you will find this easy, in which case just hold the stretch. If your palms are on the floor and your legs are straight, that's amazing. Just hold that position and take a few deep breaths. If you can't quite get those legs straight, each exhale, push back a little bit more. Couple more breaths. Trying to push both knees back, straightening out both legs. Now very, very gently, we're going to release the knees. Bend the knees before you stand up today. Bend the knees and stand up. And arms down. Excellent work. Let's add in a twist. Literally add in a twist. So we're going to do, I'll just quickly show you, we're going to do chair position, we're going to do forward fold, and then we're going to twist up. And you might find you can do this with both knees locked out as today. Then we're going to come up, and then the next time we're going to do the other side. Okay, so with me, Take a deep breath in, raise your arms up. Take a deep breath out, forward fold. Hands either on the floor or on your ankles or shins, but I want your legs straight. And then we're going to twist up on the inhale. If one knee bends, that's okay, but just see if you can keep both knees straight now. We're going to hold this position for a few breaths today. And release. Let's stand up. Stretch up and arms down. Let's do the other side. Yeah, so we'll do the other side. We'll do each side a couple of times. So breathe in, arms up into our forward fold. Hands as low as you can on the floor or onto your shins or ankles. We'll do a twist up. Again, if one knee bends, don't worry. If you can do it with straight legs, that's amazing. Make sure you turn your head, look up towards your hand. A couple of breaths while we're here. And arms down. Inhale as we stand up. Exhale, arms down. We're going to do twice more, once each side. Yeah, so one more twist each side. Nice and slowly. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's get that feel, that stretch. Then we're going to inhale, bring your hand up. Twist your body, look up towards your hand. We'll take 2 deep breaths while we're here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more inhale, and then on the exhale we bring the hand down. On the inhale we stand up. And exhale, arms down. We'll do one more doing the other side. So final side, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the floor or onto your legs, twist up. Couple of deep breaths, inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. One more inhale. On the exhale, bring your hand down. Breathe in as we stand up. And breathe out as you bring your arms down. Finally, nice and slowly, one more inhale, arms up. Stretch up as tall as you can, push those hands towards the ceiling, big stretch. And finally, inhale and bring your arms down one more time. Fantastic. Excellent. That wasn't too bad, was it? That was reasonably gentle to start with. So we're just trying to make things a little bit more challenging now. Okay, so do what you can. Just going to wipe myself down. Get a sip of water now if you need it. And we'll just go through a sequence slowly together. You'll need to be on the end of your mat, facing outwards. Are we ready? So inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, we're going into that same forward fold, but I want you to take your hands all the way onto the floor, whether or not your knees bend, hands onto the floor. And then I want you to take a big step back with one foot, as far back as you can. We're into our lunge position. I'm going to give you two choices here. So, if you need to, drop that back knee onto the floor and bring your hands up. That's option one. Fantastic. So, option two, bring your hands back either side of that front foot, back up into your lunge position. Option two is to keep the back knee off the floor, bring your hands up into the same position, into our lunge with the arms up. So it's your choice whether you let that back knee rest on the floor or whether you bring it up and keep that back leg straight. We're going to hold that for a couple of breaths. On the exhale, again, bring the hands back down to that start position. Now, if your left foot is forwards, we're going to twist towards the left. If your right foot is forward, twist towards the right. And if you can, bring one hand off the floor and twist up. I love this position. This is really nice. Gives you really good stretches in those legs. And of course, if that back knee has to rest on the floor, that's okay too. Fantastic. Bring the arm down. Everyone bring the back knee onto the floor anyway. And then finally we finish with the arms up. And we're going to bring the hands down again, step forwards and stand up. And we'll move on to the other side. So, excellent. We'll go through that again slowly on the other side. So we start with an inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Now whichever leg you took back last time, let's do the other leg. So hands onto the floor. You need to bend the knees, that's okay. And then I want a big step back. And we're just going to bring our hands off the floor now. If you can, if you need to drop the back knee onto the floor, that's okay. We're just going to hold this position for a few breaths today. Fantastic. Hands down again. We'll do our twist. So twist up. Again. If the right foot is forwards, you're twisting towards the right. If your left foot is forward, you're twisting towards the left. Hand down. Back knee comes down if it's not down already. Hands up. Have a little stretch back. Think about pushing your shoulders back, pushing your hips forwards. Fantastic. Hands onto the floor. Step forwards. Stand up. And arms down. Let's do that again. Okay, we'll try and do one each side. We'll go a bit quicker. Okay, so let's just do one each side again. So arms up. Into forward fold. Big step back. Arms up. Push forwards. Try and get your body weight down. Get a nice big stretch. Hands down. A twist. Hands down. Back knee comes down if it's not down already. Hands up. Stretch back. Hands down, step forwards. Let's do one more on the other side. So again, forward fold. Other foot comes back into our lunge. Again, if your back knee needs to go onto the floor, that's okay. Hold for a breath. Hands down, twist up. Hold for a few seconds, couple of deep breaths. Bring your hands down, back knee comes down. Hands up. Hands down, step forwards. And stand up slowly. And bring your arms down. Oh, good stuff. Lunge sequence finished. Next sequence is going to be all standing up. So we don't need to get down on the floor again for this one. We're doing our Warrior 2 sequence. So if you needed a sip of water, then now's a good time. Very good, all ready for this? Feet nice and wide for this one. We're going to take the feet really wide. We're going to keep the feet parallel. Just get yourself nice and grounded into the floor. To start with, legs straight. Are we ready for this? Now, I want to take the hands up to shoulder height. Now, decide which way you're going to go. I'm going to go that way, and I'm going to turn that toe outwards to 90 degrees, so the toe's pointing forwards, and then I'm going to bend that knee as much as I can, holding the arms up. So, it's up to you how much you bend that knee. You can do what's comfortable. Okay, we're just going to hold that position for a few seconds. And if you can push forwards a little bit more, stretching out, that's amazing. Now, the hand that's behind you on that back leg, I want you to take that hand onto your thigh, and I want you to bring your hand up and stretch back as far as you can the other way. Now the hand that's on your thigh, take behind your back. Take this hand that's in the air and stretch out. You might find this leg feeling a bit of strain on that leg. Yeah, that's supporting your weight. Fantastic. Bring this, straighten out that arm and turn your foot back towards the middle, and then we can release the other arm. So we're going to do the whole thing again on the other side. So start by bringing your arms up to the sides. We're going to turn the other foot out to 90 degrees all the way outwards if you can. Then we're going to push forwards, bending that front knee into our position. Both heels should be on the floor. And then stretch out. We'll hold this for a few more seconds again. Now this hand that's behind you onto your thigh. We're going to take the other hand and stretch up. Get a nice big stretch back. Always breathing slowly. Then we're going to stretch out and push forwards. This is the really good stretch, this one. I love this one. I should have put the hand behind the back, shouldn't I? Fantastic. Release. Turn your foot back to the front and release your arms. Let's do it again on each side. Okay, so keep those feet wide. Bring your hands up. Turn one toe outwards to 90 degrees, and we'll bend that knee. The more I do this, the more I can lower my body down. Fantastic. Hand onto the thigh, stretch up. Hand that's on your thigh goes behind your back. We're going to stretch out. Push out as far as you can. You should get a nice stretch on that inner thigh now, on that back leg. And when you're ready, slowly back up into neutral position. Turn the foot back round. Release the arms. We're going to do one more on the other side. So, arms up. Turn the toe outwards. Push into your stretch. Hand onto your thigh. Other hand stretches up. Hand goes behind your back. Arm stretches out. Back to neutral. Straighten out the leg and release the arms. Have a couple of deep breaths while we're here. Now, bring your feet together. We're just going to try something else now that we haven't done for a while. Okay. So what I want to do, this is called swan pose. Swan pose. Okay, it's a little bit more challenging. And basically, we're going to start with our arms up. Just trying to remember this one. Then we're going to do our chair pose here. Okay, now, from chair pose, I want you to take your arms behind you and push back. If you're comfortable here, stay here. If you want to progress, we're going to go into a deeper squat. So bring the bum right down towards your heels. Now ideally, your heels should stay on the floor. For some of us, we can't go quite low enough. If the heels come up, it becomes a bit more of a balancing exercise. So try and keep your heels down. Bring your arms up and sink your bum down as low as you can towards your heels. Some of you will be almost sitting on the floor for this. Okay, otherwise, just do what you can. Take a couple of deep breaths. Now, in this position, clasp your fingers together and push your hands up into a stretch. We're going to gently release the arms. We're going to stand up as we raise the arms up. And then we're going to bring the arms down. How was that? Should we give it another go? I'm sweating again. I'm going to just wipe myself down. So let's go through that again. Just moving my mat back into position. So, breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, chair pose. So just a little bend in the knees to start with. Okay, just a little bend in the knees to start with. Now, staying in that position, keep your chest forwards, stick your bum out, take your hands behind. Okay, we don't want to be bowing forwards too much at this point. Yeah, and just sink down. Now, if you can, lower down a bit more. I find my back starts bending at this point, but that's okay, as long as you don't get any twinges. Then we're going to push those hands up as high as they'll go. A couple of deep breaths. Clasp your hands together. Stretch up. Roll your shoulders back. Hold for a few breaths. Release. Stand up. Oh, that's a good release when you stand up. Takes the pressure off those legs, arms down. We're going to do that one more time through. Last one. Okay, last one on the swan. I should say my version of the swan. The real yogi people do it a lot better than that. They go much deeper. They bring their arms much higher up. But do what you can into our chair position. Again, you can stay here if it's comfortable here, just stay here. Anyone else, you can go lower when you're ready. Yeah, so arms behind. And then sink yourself down as low as you can. If you can bring your bum almost onto your heels, that's amazing. Reach back with your arms into this swan position. Couple of deep breaths here. Hands behind, clasp your hands together and push up. Hold it for as long as you can. A couple of deep breaths. And we're going to release, stand up, stretch up tall. Hands nice and high. Take a couple of deep breaths, pushing those fingertips up towards the ceiling. And finally we'll take a big exhale and bring the arms down. Fantastic. And have a little shake out. Very well done on that. Good work today. Doesn't it go quickly? 10:38. We'll do a little stretch to finish. So we're still working on those hamstrings. Lots of hamstring stretching today. So we're still working on those hamstrings. We're going to take those feet nice and wide again. Take those feet nice and wide again. We're going to go into our forward fold with the feet wide. If you can get your hands on the floor, that's great. If you can't, don't worry. So inhale, forward fold, and again, if you can get your hands onto the floor. Now, if you find it easy getting your hands onto the floor, to take it further, you can get your elbows down onto the floor. That's amazing as well. Lots of the really flexible people can get their elbows onto the floor, but go right as deep as you can, either fingertips or palms of your hands, or if you can go right down onto an elbow, that's amazing. And just like we did at the beginning, we're going to take a couple of deep breaths. Each time we exhale, we'll just lower ourselves down a little bit lower. So breathe in and breathe out and sink down a little bit more. My fingers and thumbs are on the floor now. That's really good. Take an inhale again. Exhale, sink down a little bit more, and we'll do one more. Inhale. Exhale, sink down a little bit more. Fantastic. Feel that stretch in the backs of your legs. Hold it for another breath cycle. And then on the inhale, I want you to stand up. And on the exhale, bring your hands down. Now find a comfy position. If you're comfortable with the legs like this, stay here. If you want to bring them in a little bit like I do, then that's okay too. And we're just going to finish off with just a couple of slow, deep breaths. And you can close your eyes for this. Just focus in on the sound of your own breath. So just relax your arms down. Close your eyes. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Each time you exhale, we're just going to relax part of your body. So inhale. As you exhale, feel your shoulders relax. We're going to inhale again. As you exhale, feel your arms relax. Just let them hang down. Feel the tension drifting away. Inhale. As you exhale, feel your hips and your bum relax. Okay, so any tension around those hips, just let it go. Inhale. Relax those knees, give them a little shake out if you want to as you exhale. Just let the tension flow out of the knees. We're going to do one more, and we're going to feel that tension drop all the way out of our feet into the floor. So breathe in. Exhale, feel the tension drain out of your body. Allow your body to finish in a relaxed state. All that tension goes out through your feet into the ground. Fantastic. Give yourselves a little shake out. Open your eyes. Time to wake up. Very well done today. Excellent job. I hope you're feeling worked but relaxed as well. That's the idea with this, is that we end up feeling nice and relaxed, but we feel that we've done a little bit of work in those muscles. So excellent work. I'm back on Friday for some more fun and games and we'll be back here next week for the yoga. So well done everybody. I'm going to come down and have a chat with you. It goes quick, doesn't it? Oh. You can turn on your microphones if you want to talk, or you can disappear. How are we feeling? Not too bad today?
Yeah, good. Does it ease the stiffness? I get very stiff in my joints and my back.
Yeah. Yes, no, it's good, especially if you've...
Each time one does an exercise, and this is the second, third time, whatever, you definitely feel you've got more flexibility.
Oh, it definitely, yes. It's amazing how through the course of the session all the muscles relax and ease up. And you should be doing it every day, of course. Even if it's just 10 minutes in the morning, just doing a few forward folds and hamstring stretches, it does wonders if you just do a little bit every day. Yeah. Right.
Thanks very much, Paul.
Enjoy the rest. If you heard any strange noises in the back, hopefully you didn't. If you heard any strange noises in the background, in the other room we had a chimney sweep hoovering out the chimney. While I was doing it, I was hearing this. So an old-fashioned, the first time in 20 years we've had that chimney swept. So I dread to think what it's going to be like when I go in there. Any case, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, see you Friday. Have a great day, and see you then. Bye, Caroline. Bye, Margaret. Bye, Teresa. Bye, John.